Swancentric.
Good evening. On behalf of Swancentric Media, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Spending time with loved ones is truly special. And now, here's Mike B.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Victoria, for that wonderful intro. I want to wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday weekend. And we are a little bit past Thanksgiving right now. This is a very late or show or early morning show, but I wanted to put together a very quick podcast just to give a shout out for Thanksgiving. So, regarding my last podcast that I gave, I kind of talked about, how I was drawn to the desert. So I really did not have a lot of family-oriented things going on this weekend with my family here in California. So I decided to take a bit of a road trip to the desert. So I took a nice little road trip out to Arizona. So I'm out in Arizona right now. As everyone knows, I have a calling for the desert. So got here this afternoon, and things are kind of still kind of like in holiday mode. So a lot of the restaurants were closed, but I did have the opportunity to go by one of my favorite places, Fat Tuesday here in Tempe. And I went on a scooter ride and just really enjoyed a very beautiful sunset, desert sunset out here. So we'll see what I get into tomorrow. But there's nothing wrong with a little bit of a getaway. I work a lot. I put a lot of hours in during the week. So just being able to be in a position to have a bit of a getaway, a brief getaway, is definitely beneficial for mind, body, and soul. My eyes are extremely red. I don't know why, but I feel fine. I feel great. But again, happy Thanksgiving. So one of the reassuring things regarding this time of year is family. Like Victoria said, family is really important. So my sons, they have a big family, and they're very family oriented with their own family and extended family. So tonight I just gave a little bit of a reach out to to my sons to see how they were doing, and so we have that's my young son Christopher and his girlfriend Haley. Shout out to Christopher and Haley. Hanging out, doing some family things tonight. And I'm also going to kind of show you the Christopher is an amateur chef. He loves to cook, and I've been trying to get him to go to chef school because he's so good at it, and he has a passion for it. So he cooked a brisket, and I'll show you a video of that in just a bit. This is my oldest son, Brandon, and he's with his little boy, keeping his son entertained. As he looks like he's eating a tortilla or something, but they're just hanging out, doing some family eating and family hanging out, and drinking and singing and dancing, whatever they're doing. So shout out to the boys spending time with their loved ones tonight. My youngest one, he's an amateur chef, so he sent me this picture earlier of a brisket that he cooked. Look at that. And he cooked this brisket for 20 hours. So there's just a picture of it, but I'm going to play it again. He's patting it, and you can see the juices that are just coming from the meat. So I'm sure they are enjoying that brisket right now. So there's that. So again, this is not going to be an extended video tonight. This is just a quick shout out on behalf of Swancentric Talks Live, Swancentric Media. We are, I've got a ton of content that I may put out while here visiting here in Arizona about some topics that I want to talk about. Some of the topics kind of delve into the paranormal. So I'm kind of like, interested in those type topics, conspiracies and things like that. So there's a lot going on. But so we'll talk about that later. But I do want to get a little serious with you right now. And let me see. I want to get serious with you right now. Yesterday, there was a travesty that occurred in Washington, D.C. If you don't know, two of our National Guard members, soldiers, were shot, and I'm feeling a real way about this right now because I'm an ex-service member myself, and I take it very personal when a fellow service member, um, gets killed um, in the line of duty. But this was a senseless situation, and I'm sure more will come out about that. It appears to be a senseless situation, but I want to pay respects and have a moment of a 10-second moment of silence for Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, 20 years old. 20 years old. She wasn't even legally able to drink yet. She's the one who, as she passed away today. She was shot yesterday and she passed away today. And the other gentleman, Andrew Wolf, 24 years old, he's still in critical condition. Pray that he gets well and he passes. He passes through this, whatever he's got, this injury, to survive and make it out of this. That's what I mean by that. But I definitely want to give a 10-moment silence for both soldiers. Um, this is this is the holidays, and we talk about Thanksgiving, and we talk about giving thanks for all the wonderful things that happen in our lives, whether that is um, wonderful relationships with family and friends, a wonderful job, wonderful income, wonderful way of life, wonderful lifestyle, however you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, we have to be grateful for the life that God has given us, and waking up every day. We're not promised 1 second into the future, because any of us can expire at any time. And I want to I want to just leave the message that give thanks to be alive, be thankful to have good family and friends, but be impactful in your life. I'm going to leave you with that. Make a positive impact in your life towards yourself and towards others. Try to leave something behind that you made a difference in a very positive way to someone's life, in someone's life. Um, and and it's not about riches, because you're not going to take any riches with you when you move on to the next life. So it's not about that. It's about helping others, giving your time and energy to to towards positive um, scenarios, positive situations. And a lot of people say, well, keep this one thing in mind: success. The word success can be measured positively, and it can be measured negatively. Um, the definition of success is moving from point A to point B without loss of enthusiasm. That is what success is. And you can move negative in a negative direction. You can be successful at being negative, or you can be successful at being positive. Let's turn that energy towards the positive. And I left a side note, my last podcast, about the violence that was occurring. And then this happens. And please try to focus on helping one another and not killing one another. And because these two soldiers, or anyone in uniform, they're just doing their job. So let's just take it easy with the violence. Again, I want to salute both these soldiers. And I hope that the gentleman gets well soon, and I pray and that Ms. Beckstrom makes it into the kingdom of heaven, and she's watching all of us right now. So with that being said, I'm going to close out this podcast. This is a very impromptu show. I'm a little bit, kind of emotional because of this situation. But again, happy Thanksgiving, and give thanks to your loved ones. Mike B signing out. Until next